When I was in the 6th grade, I had a major crush on Diane. She was the most beautiful girl I had ever seen. From the first day of class in September, I wanted to tell her how much I liked her. But I was afraid. Fall turned into winter, and winter became spring, and I just couldn't work up the courage to tell her how I felt. I even chickened out a bunch of times when I was going to leave an "I like you, do you like me" type of note in her desk. Before I knew it, it was the last day of school. Our teacher made an announcement at the beginning of the day. He said that Diane's family was moving all the way to the other side of the country, and we should all say our goodbyes to her. I was devastated, but I knew this was it. I had to tell her how I felt just so I could know that she knew I thought she was the most beautiful girl in the world. When it was my turn, I walked up to Diane and our eyes met. She was crying a little, and I was trying not to. For several seconds, we just stood there, unsure or unable to say what we wanted. I know, absolutely certain, that she had something she wanted to say too, but neither one of us did. We said goodbye, and I turned to run out for recess and to find a place to hide so no one would see me crying. We were about 3 weeks into summer vacation when my family decided to go on a little camping trip. About 2 hours into the ride, a car passed us. I looked out my window and saw that the car was packed with some boxes and clothes and stuff that clearly indicated a move was in progress. Then I saw something that has stayed with me for the 50 years since that day. The image is as vivid today as it was in that moment. It was Diane looking back at me from the backseat of her car. It was an unbelievable stroke of fortune, or, well, maybe misfortune. Diane smiled at me for a moment, and then she looked very, very sad. We stared at one another until her car moved out of view. Her car sped away, off to the other side of a very large country. I never saw Diane again. I have also never told this story to anyone before. I truly hope that life has been nothing but great to Diane, and I hope she's been happy for every moment of these past 50 years.